Yeah, I feel like this is a mistake from Caliste. Oh, but this is... Don't tell me it's Targamas. No, Targamas. This is a bad word, bro. Because it doesn't cover the whole brush. Did the Kali come from that angle? Yes. Yes. Besides coaching. Targamas, 1000 LP. LEC player. He doesn't know this. Besides coaching, guys. You never word here. I guess you can, if you think Akali is there and you want to do it max range. You word always here. He killed Caliste. And I don't think he knows it. I see. But also Caliste, man. Like, why is he isolating on right? Like, why is he isolating on right? And he doesn't approach more from the middle of the team fight so he can have two covers. No reason to just go like this. But what he's thinking now is the wave, right? If this fight doesn't go well, he just goes on the wave, but yeah, he just dies. What's going on, guys? It's Bizarre here, and today we will analyze Caliste and see his best decision making in terms of recall timing, tempo management, laning phase, and how to really play properly the first 10 minutes. This guy is absolutely insane, and if you don't know who Caliste is, he's very fucking good. He's the best AD carry at the moment in West. He's obviously challenger player. He has multiple accounts in challenger. He's rank 1, so he does have 1669. What a nice number right here. So if you want to learn, sit down, grab some popcorn, some snacks, whatever, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to improve really hard. And if you want to learn AD carry, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Enjoy, guys. So specifically, we will focus on his decision making in the lane phase. We will see his game plan and what should he do. Why did he pick Senna in Challenger with Sivir? I mean, it's not really a great lane, but maybe the guy just wanted to play it. I also feel like Senna is quite bad into Pantheon and Akali, but again, this guy is Challenger, so he's quite good player. So let's see what he needs to do. So the first thing is that he doesn't need to trade very much because Senna is a weaker champion than Karma early on, so that's a pretty obvious thing. Right? Ezreal, if he gets pushed into the Sivir, Sivir will get poked under the tower. So support, it's a bit of support gap. The only advantage of Senna is that she has fleet, so she can out-sustain Karma quite easily. But if Ezreal is going to get the push, it's going to be very hard. So I expect Caliste to start W. I expect Caliste to not trade, because he can't really trade when he has support gap in the matchup. And Ezreal into Sivir, it's Sivir favorite, but honestly, even Ezreal can win it if they get the push. So I expect Caliste to do a few things. Don't trade early on, avoid trading or just trade back. Focus super hard on pushing the wave because you don't really need to push. Obviously, we're playing full challenger lobby. There is Yike in the enemy team, so we'll see if we can really win this lane. But I think if Ezreal is really good, he's gonna get the push. Let's see what Caliste does. So he's backing off. Now he wants to push the wave. We see that Caliste is really going on the wave. Like, see how he plays? Look at his body language. Is he trying to walk up on enemy? No. There is no reason for you to trade. We see that even if Senna trades, do you guys see that? Even if Senna trades, he doesn't really react to it. Why? It's because he knows Ezreal has 2 seconds on the Q. If he hits the Q, it's 1.5 seconds ability cooldown refounded. Ezreal has 10% attack speed every time he hits an ability on the minions, and Ezreal has PTA. If you drop the push, and if you try to go for a random trade, first of all, you're not going to win it because they're a stronger level 1. Look at Caliste. He's literally like a robot. And now, because they have no cooldowns, he goes in. But he doesn't go in very much. As I said, it's a bit of a trade back and then still focus on the wave. This is why I like to watch 1000 LP Challenger player, because he just plays it good. He understands that he doesn't need to trade. I don't watch Master guy that is good at the game, but I see fundamental mistakes. No, I watch Caliste. He's fucking good. Of course, I can't compare Caliste with Master tier, but I can already see the difference between Grandmaster, Master, and Challenger. Now he has push, so he can poke. Interestingly enough, he goes for E because he knows that he just needs W to push. He doesn't really need Q. Now he goes for ward because Pantheon could be around. Realistically speaking, if I have Darius versus Akali on top lane, I mean, you can pat towards top, but I think he's just looking to pat towards bot, just because ganking bot is on by default better, right? Sion mid is like, I mean, he don't really care, so he knows that it's 225. He actually watches this. It's interesting. Wow, this is interesting that he worded there, and then he just goes for the push. Why did he ward there? I mean, he's just thinking that the Ike is gonna go from the river, and he is just warding for the 245 gank because he knows Pantheon is gonna finish his clear at like 310, 315. It's not like, actually I think after the nerf is 320 if I'm not mistaken. Caliste knows this, right? Caliste knows this, so he's like, hey, I know that he's not gonna go full clear, because if he's gonna do full clear and I'm level 3 as well with my shield, they can't really gank me. So it's either they gank me now, which is 3 camps into bot, or 3 camps into bot, or buff to Raptors, no, buff to Krugs into bot, like any combination, but usually just 3 camp stop into bot, or 3 camp stop and then you just do 1 camp more and then you gank. So Caliste wants to prevent the 245 gank, which is the level 3 no full clear gank. So I want to see what he does now, because he could go for cheater recall. He has item, but there is no reason to recall here, because he's considering multiple things. 1, he's considering that Ezreal is lower. 2, he's considering that he perma gets pushed and he has resources, mana, and HP. 3, he's considering that Lilia is pathing towards bot lane, so there is no reason for you to recall. 4, he's considering that he's winning the 3v3, judging that he has HP lead in this case, right? So yeah, there's that. And then he just perma push. Now it's almost 330. I think he's gonna slow push here.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Great. Awesome. Did you guys pay attention? So Caliste is like, hey, I don't want to lose push, so I'm going to use 2-3 auto attacks on the minions. But the moment I see that Lilia is finishing the Gromp and is almost starting the blue, I know that I want to have Prio for Scuttle. Scuttle is up in 25 seconds. So if I have Prio right now, Scuttle is going to be on the next wave. So Caliste is like, hey, I'm not going to get pushed now because I don't need to get pushed now. I need to get pushed when Lilia is finishing the blue. He understands that Ezreal can't get push anymore because he used the W on the wave, right? So now look at Caliste. He's human, right? He's human. There is no reason why Pantheon would be bought at 310 because Pantheon is a very, very slow clear. So either he ganks you up to 45 or he ganks you after 320 after the recent nerfs. So look at this. What is the difference between Master, Grandmaster, and Grandmaster and Challenger? Yeah, huge difference. Everything. Like from mechanics to macro to knowledge to adaptation. And look, and now, look when he gets push. When did he trigger the push? He triggered the push when Lilia is already going on the river. So if Lilia, let's say Pantheon is here, which is super unlikely, I think he's pretty much here. Okay, he's even low. Wow, he's even lower tempo. That's crazy. Yeah, so he needs push now when Lilia is approaching the river. Did you guys see that? And now what the fuck can Ezreal do? Because you're probably gonna push with Sivir. So such good fundamentals, bro. Like, what I love about this is I feel like he knows how the matchup works. I feel like he knows how to trade. He knows what to do with the wave. He plays the matchup properly and he doesn't really have any random things. Like he doesn't trade unnecessarily. He's using mana when he shouldn't. But I guess you can say, yeah, but it's the best DK in Europe, of course, right? It's obvious. Well, yeah, it is obvious, but I feel very happy to see these things because when I watch Grandmaster, when I watch Master, even like Master, I see so many basic mistakes that look, it's just clean, right? Okay. Good. Okay, he doesn't need to recall here, 980 gold. You can just perma push, you have enough mana. His mana management is great. Oh, okay, for those of you who don't know, you can't W Karma, you can't E the Karma W. So right here you can't E. You can only E if you press it right before the W hits, right? So Caliste knows that, he doesn't panic E. So he should play, I mean, he can still play here. I don't think he should push. Yeah, he's just gonna stay. Why? There is no way you're gonna get ganked with this vision against Pantheon. Pantheon should always be top because in Challenger, the 320, if you start top, you go bot, at 320 you're bot on the scuttle, at 420 your scuttle respawns. Not scuttle, sorry, your Gromp respawns, 420. So he knows this timer, right? Can you play like this in Emerald? Probably not. I mean, in Emerald I will still play aggressive here because I have vision, but I would not expect that he's top because maybe he will do something crazy. So I'll play semi-aggressive, but I will still take into the account that he can be bot. Because again, it is Emerald, Gold, Platinum, people just, they don't really know what they are doing. So he's slow pushing because he just wants to get the next wave crushed and he wants to get some more poke. And I think they can even dive on the next wave. Because they do have prio mid. Irelia should always win against Cyan. Especially after, okay, she doesn't have Vampiric Scepter still. Lilia is patting towards bot lane and she doesn't really have camps. So Caliste is thinking about these things and now I feel like they can still play aggressive. There is no reason, like the biggest mistake that I see in low elo is like here, just push. They are 1 HP, you can get ganked because you have super good vision here. And going from the river is like, how can he go on the river if we have push mid? I don't think Caliste should recall here. Just ward, exactly, just ward. Make sure you don't get ganked, then just keep pushing. Because there is no reason to recall. Some people will be like, yeah, but he has gold, right? We don't give a shit if he has gold, if he can pressure safely. Ezreal is lower, he needs to recall. Right? But how could Ezreal not prevent it? He can't prevent this because Sivir is better matchup, right? In Challenger matchups matter a lot because both players are extremely good, right? You can't prevent it. Like in low elo, you can play Ezreal and always have push because the Sivir might not know what she's doing, right? Karma Ezreal losing push, wow, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're better, you're better. But of course, in this matchup, it's Sivir favorite. Actually, no, I think Ezreal Karma can get the push as well. So why is he recalling right here? Well, obviously he pushed. He knows Ezreal is base, so he's calculating that. So what is he gonna do? He knows he doesn't need to go for plate and he needs to go for a second brush. The reason why he goes for a second brush is because he knows Karma can stop. The reason why he doesn't go for the second plate is because, well, tempo. But why? Because Ezreal is right here. If Ezreal just recalled, he could consider going for a plate, but he's considering two things. One, the plate is quite big HP. By big HP, I mean with no item Sivir, you're not going to be able to take it. If he has PF Sword, then sure. 2, he's considering how big his wave is, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a minion that almost dies is not enough to guarantee this. And the most important thing, and number 3, is the tempo. If Ezreal is dead or if Ezreal just respawned, then you have the time to go. But if you take this plate, it's not a problem that you can't take it, because you can take it. The only problem is that Ezreal will be in lane and he can either kill you or stop your recall, which is worse. So he prioritizes tempo and he's thinking about all of these variables. So people that tell you don't grid for plate, don't hit the tower, like one could say they are a bit crazy and stupid and that they don't really know the game, because it's like a few variables that you're looking at when you're making decisions. So Caliste, I just told you every variable that he's thinking. Of course, if you ask him on the street, he will probably not know how to tell you like, oh, I'm thinking about so many things. Yeah, because a good player, a great player is not necessarily a good coach. So this is why if you're watching this, a good player is not a good coach. So if you truly want to get better, you should get a coach in the game. So guys, if you didn't know, I am a League of Legends coach, AD carry specialized, but I play all roles. So here we got people that climb from silver to emerald, from emerald to diamond, from emerald to master. Of course, we have crazy people that also got to super high, like master tier. Some of them, they got to challenger. So if you truly want to get better, if you truly want to improve and didn't try coaching session, guys, go to business.com, book your coaching sessions. Absolutely amazing. And it will show you this guy, silver 1 to emerald 4 in 1 month time. And he is not alone. So guys, go to bookbesides.com coaching session, because I will teach you exactly how to play the game properly. And I'll show you how you can become a great player of AD carry. And yeah, if you don't have damage, if you want to improve your fundamentals, if you can't convert, you win the lane, you can't win later on, you don't do damage, you don't have impact. These things are real and I can help you to fix them. So go to business.com, book your coaching session. Okay, so Caliste, what is he gonna do? So he's got back in the lane phase. This is slow pushing into him. There is no reason for you to push this, right? Like, it's pushing into you. Senna is not with you, but I guess Lilia is on the river and we have Prio Drake. Okay, we don't really have Prio mid as well. We don't know where it's Sign. So let's see what he's gonna do. Is he really gonna push? It's actually gonna push. This is an interesting decision. I would actually let the wave to come into me here. But I guess it depends what Lilia is pinging, because someone is pinging that. So I don't know if we're playing to contest Raptors. We don't have Prio top, so maybe Pantheon is just going to invade this, and if he does this, Lilia is going to do Drake, which means Sivir needs to get pushed. So let's take a look at this, because I really don't know what they're going to do, but I just would think that Lilia shouldn't really play for Raptors and should just go for Drake. Let's see, maybe I'm just wrong, because it's really hard to play on the top lane here, isn't it? I guess you can play through that guy, yeah. Okay, so why did Caliste push here? I don't really know. I think he was thinking that they're going to start Drake, because it feels like Lilia pinged danger there, so maybe Caliste is like, okay, so it means Pantheon is gonna invade, which means we give this and we take Drake. Yeah, but Prio mid, we don't have Prio mid, we don't know tempo of enemy mid laner, so it's really hard to make this decision. So I personally don't know why he pushed here. He must have just pushed and then he stopped, right? He didn't use Q, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think he was just thinking about Lilia. And then here, he can freeze, he could have just not killed the minions, the next wave is pretty close, and he also has double potion here. He has Senna fleet footwork, so there is no reason for you to do this. You can just pull the minions to the right, freeze, but in this lane it is actually better to do what Caliste did. So why did he do this? Well, he knows the matchup. It's Ezreal Karma. If you're getting pushed in, you're getting bullied, they can easily crash the wave, so it's not worth it. If it was an Alistar, he would always freeze here, because an Alistar can't engage under the tower, but a Karma Ezreal can actually poke you under the tower. So the reason why he killed all of these minions instead of freezing, well, first reason is the wave is pretty far. Even though he has potions, he doesn't have fleet footwork, and these two people can poke you from far away, so the distance between you and the wave is quite far. And also this matchup, you don't like to do that because they can get poked. So this is how you make decisions in League of Legends, guys. You think about different things that will help you to make the decisions. And now he should W the wave and push, because we can see Lilia petting, so she's obviously gonna either invade here or just take the Drake because she has no camps. We see what Sivir does. I would suppose she's gonna go for a ward first. Okay, there is no reason to face check this brush because we see Karma mid, hit the Drake a few times. Don't think she should stay a Drake like full. I think he should just go bot. Let's see the wave bot. Okay, he can also move to mid, but I don't think he should. I think he should just go bot and keep pushing. Like, stay here until 1.5. Okay, he stayed even better until 2000 gold. He knows that Lilia has good items. He knows that Lilia can do this. We have Prio mid lane, Darius moved to mid lane, so he knows that he doesn't really need to stay to Drake. In general, there is no reason for you to finish the Drake. In low elo, you can do this, but you need to have a deep understanding about what is going on, because in low elo, if you're leaving now and they can contest, it's better to just stay until like low HP, right? So is it good in low elo to help your jungle? Yes, it's usually good, unless it kills you, unless it's like makes you like be put, like unless it puts you in a big risk of dying, right? So you move. Sivir out pushes him on W. Yes. So you move to the Drake. Karma is mid. Like, if this is silver, how would I coach a player that is silver with Sivir? What would I tell him? Would I tell him to go bot? Yeah, Yeah, I would tell him to go bot because they're just fighting mid. Akali is really low HP, Senna is moving, so it's super unlikely after the Akali kill that they will contest. So it's the same decision in low elo as well, but in low elo I would consider more to stay a bit more for the Drake because I don't know if the enemy team will contest, because if I'm leaving and enemy gets the Drake, it's not very nice for the team, right? Okay, so let's see what he's gonna do. I think he should just push here. He doesn't push. Interesting. So, in my opinion, he should just push fast. Push. Ooh, he didn't have reaction for the E. That sucks. That's easy, actually. I see a lot of players even from low elo. Okay, so here you can just push because we're taking this. But he's thinking that we anyways take this without us having the push. Why wouldn't I wait the next wave and the next wave, right? Because if I wait the next wave and the next wave, what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to be able to have a bigger wave to dive on it or just to take more plays with the bigger wave. So let's see what Caliste does. So Caliste needs to just make sure Ezreal does a recall. So I think if Ezreal goes Fog of War, is Caliste going to walk up? Okay, yeah, he did a little bit of walking up because now he can just get the recall. So as long as Caliste knows Ezreal does a recall, which he knows, he can just keep the wave here. There is pings from Lilia, so I suppose he should just push on the next wave really hard. And I think he should have just walked up like this to give vision of Ezreal. Don't tell me he does it. Wow. Did you guys see that? Like obviously this is the first time I watched this game, but his decision making is so fucking clean. Like his clicks are super good. And now just push and I think just recall. No reason to hit the tower, no reason to move there, just ignore. Because you're low tempo, no reason to just take this plate, it's bait. You don't have enough vision and they're coming, you have full tempo on the Ezreal. There is no universe where you kill Pantheon right here, just recall, ignore this. Okay, he gets items, he moves. Let's see. Like, are you supposed to do this perfectly every game if you want to be challenger? Not every game, but you need to be consistent. Like, the players that I played in challenger against, they're very good and they're very consistent. Okay, so let's see what they're gonna do. So he goes to bot. Ezreal, he should know that he just recalled. So I don't think he should push here. The wave is coming into him. So he needs more information. There is no reason for him to push here. I think the moment he will see Karma mid, he will start pushing. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, Karma is mid and now just W on the wave. Yes. Perfect decision making. It's just crazy, bro. He's just good. He's just good. There is no need for me to like literally when you're watching these guys, you can just say everything that does, like everything that these people that do, it's good, and you're not gonna be wrong because he's just really good. Okay, Ezreal is like punishing him a little bit. Okay, he does use EZ. Oh, nice. So he thought Pantheon is here. I see. So he thought. Look at this, and this is a max range. Look at this. Do you see how far he is from the brush? I can see his Grandmaster Plus because Emerald players will go here and ward here, right? Which is not so optimized, but I guess that's why they are in Emerald, because they make mistakes. Okay, so you just don't get dove, you play safe. I would stay Fog of War, which Caliste is in Fog of War right now. He doesn't show. He just needs to clear the wave and doesn't get dove, and then if he doesn't get dove, it's GG. And then just stay in Fog of War, very good. Is he gonna recall? I don't think so, because they push too fast. Okay, and now he gets the push because Senna is here. Also, we can see that Lilia is moving towards her blue buff, so she can be close proximity. So of course Caliste is thinking about these things. He does have items, so I would not be surprised to recall right away. Okay, so he does push one more wave. Why does he do it? I think it's not that good actually. Because you lose a lot of tempo. Like if you recall instantly now, the next wave is pretty far, so Ezreal can't push it. And by the time that Lilia is finishing the blue, you're already in the lane. But I guess Lilia wants to pet towards top. I think Pantheon should be here. Okay, he's not here. Yeah, I think there is no reason to push one more wave if you have item. Like this decision, I don't personally agree with it. I think he should have just recalled. Ah, no. He's right. Look at Lilia. Look at Lilia, challenger. Pay attention to Lilia. Pay attention to Lilia, guys. Okay, Lilia. Pantheon alive. Oh, so she pinged here, so she's thinking that Pantheon is here. So what does this mean for Caliste? That means he needs to recall instantly after the wave. He backs off a bit, push this. Yeah, I just don't understand why you need to push this. Because the wave was super far, so you could have just recalled instantly. Like this was lack of tempo. Was he thinking about the potion? No, I think it was maybe just autopilot. Just autopilot. But I guess he was also thinking that Ezreal didn't recall either. Look at this. Ah, but Ezreal could have recalled instantly here. Okay, he just stayed. Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of push power, so that's what probably he's thinking. But I do prefer... actually, no, he can play around tempo, no? And just recall instantly. I mean, he didn't really buy much, right? Oh wait, what? Players in Challenger, they autopilot? Yes, bro, they're not robots. Of course, of course. They're humans. Look, he just missed the cannon. He just missed the cannon. Yeah, he didn't play for tempo, which I don't disagree, right? I don't agree with that decision making in general. But in that specific case, there is no Drake, there is no camps on both sides, so there is no tempo. Because tempo usually means you want to be able to respond to a play that will be happening. But a play will happen if Drake is up, if camps are up, if enemy camps are up. But if we're playing for top lane for grabs or whatever, or just camps on top lane to defend them, or for top tower, which again, we have super strong top, there is a tank matchup top, we have Darius, so he's thinking about these things and he's like, hey, fuck tempo. I don't need tempo if there is nothing bot to play around and I know everyone's gonna be mid/top. Yeah, he must have like either autopilot or just did think about that. Okay, so he doesn't need to play aggressive right here. Holy shit. It's crazy. The only thing about Caliste, I don't like that he doesn't have a skin on Sivir. Let's see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna flash here? So he barriers, he emotes, he's gonna die. Is he gonna flash into the brush? No, he just didn't waste the flash. Okay, so I'm thinking, what does he need to do right now? He needs to go mid instantly, right? Can he go bot? No, Irelia stays bot. You go mid, you push mid, and then you just move to top. Actually, maybe this changes. I think you just go mid, right? Yeah. This is autopilot if he goes to bot. There is no ult. If he had ult, maybe you can consider it. Because they're pretty low and they're pretty close to you into your jungle, but they don't. Like, he doesn't have ult. So it's coin flip to just walk there and hit. But with ult, I think he could do that. Okay, so what do? You push this. I mean, Ezreal is also good. He's mid. And then do you go all the way around? Okay, he just stays one more. Double is the wave Qs. Good, and then you just move to bot, right? Interesting, he bought Berserker Boots. Do I agree with Berserker Boots? Yeah, I personally don't think they're a very good cold efficient item, but maybe I'm just wrong. I mean, 25 attack speed, and now it's 30, I guess. But, yeah, it's still not work, in my opinion. And of course, now he's gonna stay mid. He's gonna be quite useless. Okay, so his recalls, I want to see how he plays mid game. Okay, so recall timing, it was pretty good. He just smashed this Ezreal on. In my opinion, he played so much better than this Ezreal. He played so much better with the recalls. He just had better. And what I loved about this his lane phase, I saw that he understood the support matchup. The support matchup was bad for him, so he just traded back, and he only traded when they have no abilities and when they were on cooldown, but he still focused super hard on pushing the wave. And after he got a small advantage, he pushed it so hard that the Ezreal couldn't play the game. So I guess against players like this, and I didn't personally play with Caliste, I played with other players from Europe. I played with Flackhead, with Hansama, with other people. Okay, that's actually quite cool. And I guess that's let's see this. I guess that's the secret of these players. You give them a little bit of you make a little bit of a mistake, they will kill you 20 times for that. Okay, not 20 times, but you guys understand the point. Yeah, so it's like you can't play. Like, I really think that it's much easier to play in Challenger and to play a smart game. Yeah, I feel like it's just easier to play League of Legends when you're focused. And this is, I mean, what I personally do, right? I want to make sure I am in a good shape. I want to make sure I exercise. I want to make sure I eat good food. I want to make sure I'm not super tired. Because, like, look at this decision. Like, if you want to play high elo, and I feel like even for low elo, like, if you want to play in silver, isn't it better to, like, be focused when you play? Like, is it good to play, like, 20 games per day and be like, oh, I'm playing League of Legends. No, you're not playing League of Legends. In my opinion, a League of Legends player has a strategy. Hey, I have like 3 hours to play, 4 hours to play. Okay, good. Let me play 2 hours. then I'm gonna do some reviews on my game, or then I'm gonna watch some coaching, or I'm gonna do some coaching. Like, have an approach, right? They don't like your knowledge anymore. You are too powerful. They must put you down. I mean, maybe. Yeah, so I feel like that's what I do, right? Instead of playing 10 hours per day, I just try to be smart. But I guess it makes sense to play more for some players that don't really have the game understanding and try to like play better and play better. But I feel like if you played a lot and you're like 50% win rate, guys, check your win rate, okay? Like if you're in low elo and you have low win rate, right? 50, 51, 52, God bless. Like, I hope you don't have less than 50 because that's bad. And you feel like your games are not so good, you should really try to watch some gameplay, like educational content, do some coaching. Please purchase some coaching. Because look, a player like this, right? He's 51% win rate. He's Platinum 4 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and a half, 6 years. And you tell me from Platinum 4 to Emerald 3, and you can tell me, yeah, but maybe he didn't play. Well, I mean, he did play. He has 500 games. He has 500 games. So they're not really improving very much, are they? This guy got from Silver to Emerald 4 in a month with coaching session, right? Doing something that, yeah, just is out of ordinary. Not just playing the game to, you know, improve it, but just trying to get coaching, trying to do something that is not like, oh, I'm gonna play 20 games and this is how I play, you know, this is how I improve. I think that this is how they talk. No, guys, please change your approach, have a strategy. Is it better to rent your teammates and the enemy team and boost your ego? I mean, if it helps you, but I feel like it's just, you're in the same elo. So if I'm like masters, let's say I'm masters, right? And I'm saying that my teammates are shit, I feel like I'm basically saying that I'm shit, no? So if it helps you, you can. Yeah, I actually personally do it. But if you ask me on the street, bro, why are you stacked master or grandmaster? Like I was actually stacked 500, 600 LP close to master. If you ask me that, I mean, maybe I'll say, yeah, my teammates. But if I'm in game, I will tell, oh yeah, it's my teammates. But if I'm out of the game, I'll always tell you, no, bro, I need to improve myself. I need to play better, you know? So I guess if it helps you while you're in the game, you do you, man. You do you. I feel like coaching helps the most because, to be honest, some mistakes you don't see. Yeah, I feel like most people, they don't really need coaching. That's the truth, right? Because you can improve by yourself. Actually, I guess there are some players. When I say that, I think about some players that they are for years the same rank, and I'm like, okay, why? Maybe they're not. Maybe they need some help. But I feel like a lot of players can improve by themselves. It's just gonna be slow. So it's like, if I'm Emerald, I want to get Diamond 2 or Diamond 3. It's gonna take a year. Do you want to purchase coaching and it's gonna take like 4 to 5 months or 3 months? Is it worth it? I mean, yeah, in a year with coaching you can get to Master tier, which in my opinion, from Diamond 3 to Master, it's a huge diff. It's a huge diff. Getting coach is the ultimate cheating lol. Yeah, I feel like it's actually cheating. Because if you're paying for boost, you're going to play in a higher elo. But if you buy coaching, you're going to have an advantage over your teammate, over the enemy team that didn't get coached. You know your mistake. That's if you don't get coached by a bad player. Yeah, true. I see a lot of coaches, like $10 coaches, and they do more harm than anything. I think Sam knows this. Sam knows this a lot. Okay, guys, let's focus on his mid game. All what he did is playing with his teammates and playing for the waves. Not much crazy stuff in my opinion. Look, he pushes this wave. He's gonna play with his teammates. Jungle is the father of AD carry. So he plays around the jungle. So here, he's always on with his eyes on this wave. So he needs to respond on this wave. Every time when he needs to go back to mid, he wants to get push mid. Ezreal is the same. Now we just ult. Ooh, we have a good flank. Yeah, and I think this is just super hard to play for them. Super hard to play from them. So the mid game, let's talk about the decision making, because teamfight, obviously he knows how to play teamfights. He pushes this and I think he just recalls instantly. No reason to stay here, because he does have 2000 gold. And then you just push this. Okay, you take red, and what do you do after this? You take raptors, and yes, you can do this in low elo as well if your jungle is bot side, and you can take this really fast. Then go mid, you push this, and I think now there is tower top, so they could play for top tower. I don't know objectives. Then you push. Okay, he has item for sure here. And now he's gonna play. Pro guys coaches are bad. Yeah, pro guys doesn't exist anymore. I was actually, funny enough, I was like the second most popular / best coach on pro guys. But actually, I think it was third. Like I had like more than 2,000 people coach or something. Okay, so look. Oh, he actually isolated himself a little bit in this team fight on the right. Yeah, I feel like this is a mistake from Caliste. Oh, but this is... Don't tell me it's Targamas. No, Targamas. This is a bad word, bro. Because it doesn't cover the whole brush. Did the Kali come from that angle? Yes. Yes. Besides coaching. Targamas, 1000 LP. LEC player. He doesn't know this. Besides coaching, guys. You never word here. I guess you can, if you think a Kali is there and you want to do it max range. You word always here. He killed Caliste. And I don't think he knows it. I see. But also Caliste, man, like why is he isolating on right? Like why is he isolating on right? And he doesn't approach more from the middle of the team fight so he can have 2 covers. No reason to just go like this, but what he's thinking now is the wave, right? If this fight doesn't go well, he just goes on the wave, but yeah, he just dies. Really, those people are bad coaches? Good things I haven't tried them many years ago and I choose my goat busy. Yeah, I think there are a lot of good coaches. I personally like a lot Coach Curtis, and yeah, there are a few. I don't know for AD carry. Like I feel like for AD carry, there are not many good players. I feel like, I guess Saber is, but Saber is, he's so good as a teacher, no? Like I feel like Saber is so good as a teacher, but he's like hardstack masters. And I'm like, what? How can you be masters? It's not a bad rank, don't get me wrong, but I feel like his teaching is faker level. Like it's super nice. I actually love his teachings. I used to watch a lot. But yeah, big master, like I haven't played the game for like 3 years, and this year I played more and I'm like Grandmaster 800 big. So it's like, and it's West, it's not NA. West is much harder though. Much harder. I feel like, yeah, in my opinion at least, Saber is better coach than player. Saber is only challenger where Caitlyn's meta. He's not good at all on other champs. Yeah, I guess one could say that. Yeah, I guess that can be true. That can be true. But can you be a good player and a bad coach? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this part we talked more about that. Yeah, so here jungle is top, you push this wave mid, then you move towards top noises to play with Aurelia, you play around top, you play side lane. So the secret in mid game is getting the waves and playing with the jungle, and sometimes picking up waves from the side lane, and you gotta make sure you're not staying on the side lane too much if the Baron is up. That's pretty much what you should do. Yeah, as AD carry, and that's what Caliste does. If you know some fundamental, and of course record for your items. That's basic. Yeah, I'm not gonna give names, but there are a few people that got coaching by me that told me that they paid some pro players to coach them, and yeah, it wasn't applicable, because when you're Emerald and you're getting coached by pro player, guess what? The pro player, 1, he doesn't know how to teach very well. 2, he teaches at a super deep level which you probably don't understand. So there is a difference between me and a coach that is, you know, pro player, because if you're challenger or grandmaster, there is no reason to book my coaching, honestly. But if you're below grandmaster, even master, low master, I feel like a lot of mistakes, but especially below diamond 1, it's really easy to improve. And I feel like, yeah, like 100 LP masters, like I play with 200 ping in low masters, and it just feels easy because people still make mistakes. 500 plus, I get obliterated with 200 ping. Yeah, so that's pretty much the game with Caliste. We focused really hard on well, other than the benefits of coaching and how to choose a good coach, we focused on the early game and how to properly play. yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it. In the mid game it was pretty simple, just catching waves and playing with the jungle pretty much, and just trying to adapt. Most of the people will tell you that it's you and Lilia. No, it's not you. It's faster win this game. You think? This guy is not good? Isn't he a good player, this guy? I think he's good, and it's against Yike, bro. It's against Yike. It's against Yike. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So one last tip, because you stayed until the end. When you play the carry, people won't play around you. You need to play around your teammates. Of course, when you watch Caliste, he has human on support, so it's easy to say people should play around me, but in low elo, you probably know it, they will not play around you, right? They will not play around you and they will not beat you. So you should really try you play around them. Did you guys see what Caliste did here? Look at this. He doesn't wait for the peel. He just pats towards the fight. He just pats towards the fight, and look at his positioning. Lilia is pinging assistance around Baron. He doesn't even ping, he just follows. Because as an AD carry in SoloQ, look, he just moves to Irelia in case she fights. You as an AD carry, you should be adaptable. Right? Adaptable. Because people are like, oh, but people are not playing around me. Like, yeah, God bless you, bro. You're silver or emerald. Or people don't play around you even in master tier in SoloQ, right? So it's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, guys.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.